No, this is not a Christmas decoration or piece of technology. This is a real live animal from Baltimore's inner harbor. This creature is called a comb jelly. Comb jellies are not one species or even one family of animals. They are an entire phylum called ctenophores. Like jellyfish, the body of a comb jelly is, well, jelly. But jellyfish are an entirely different phylum that diverged from comb jellies hundreds of millions of years ago. The reason they're called comb jellies is because they have rows of tiny hair-like structures called cilia. These are the combs in comb jellies. They move the cilia back and forth in order to swim. You can see how they move them here. The movement of the cilia is also what causes the spectacular light show. When sunlight hits them at certain angles, they bend and scatter that light into different wavelengths, creating a rainbow of colors, kind of like a prism does. As the cilia beat in waves, the colors themselves appear to move. They are truly unique and beautiful creatures. This species here is called the warty comb jelly. It is also called the sea walnut because it moves so slowly. They are only a few inches long and they are 97% water. Despite this, they are actually voracious predators. Their prey is zooplankton, mostly organisms smaller than 1 millimeter. The sea walnuts feed by beating the cilia near their mouth to create a gentle current that sucks in the tiny plankton. Once inside, the plankton get caught on the sea walnut's sticky oral lobes. Some other species of comb jellies catch their prey with sticky tentacles instead. Unlike jellyfish, comb jellies don't sting. Instead of stinging cells, they have tiny little structures called colloblasts that stick to their microscopic prey. Sea walnuts are common in estuaries along the east coast. They can survive in a broad range of salinities and temperatures. They live in waters as cold as 36 degrees or as warm as 90 degrees. Here in Baltimore, there were still lots of them in early December. They can often be seen floating near the surface. If you look for them in the inner harbor, you might mistake them for pieces of trash, since they are relatively small, mostly transparent, and very slow. But we know they are very much alive. It's an interesting insight into aquatic life on Earth that an animal that only eats tiny little plankton can directly affect much larger species, but that's exactly what's happened with this comb jelly. You see, many different types of fish are plankton early in their lives, often during the larval stage. So if comb jellies eat a lot of them, there will be less fish to grow into adults. The sea walnuts are native to the western Atlantic coast and the estuaries along it, but back in the 1980s it was accidentally introduced into the Black Sea. Once established there, it dramatically reduced the number of anchovies, greatly hurting commercial fishermen. Crazily enough, the solution to this problem was another comb jelly. This species of comb jelly is what helped save the day, and it is the other type of comb jelly you might find in Baltimore's inner harbor. It is called the brown comb jelly. Confusingly, it is also called the pink comb jelly, despite pink and brown being completely different colors. In any case, this comb jelly is in a completely different class of organisms than the sea walnuts. These comb jellies don't have tentacles or colloblasts. Instead, they swallow their prey whole. Like other comb jellies, they are carnivores, but unlike the sea walnuts, their main source of food is other comb jellies. and that includes the sea walnuts. So that is why this species here was introduced into the Black Sea. These comb jellies ate lots of the invasive sea walnuts, and fish populations rebounded. In Baltimore's inner harbour, these comb jellies are less plentiful than the sea walnuts, but you still might see them floating at the surface.